Hello, Sarah from South London Sling Library here, and welcome to day 20 of the Advent Calendar video series. Today we're going to look at the ErgoBaby Omni carrier in a facing away position. When you're looking to use a facing away position, you need to make sure that your baby's got rock solid head and neck control. They can support themselves against the movements of your body. And also that they're tall enough so that the panel is no higher than the top of their chest. You don't want it up under their neck. Things to bear in mind when you're using a facing away position. The carrier manufacturers recommend that you do it for no more than 15 to 20 minutes at a time. And also that if there's any danger that baby's going to sleep, that they need to be facing you in order to rest against you. So, I've got my carrier set up on the widest size setting, the base panel, because I'm using a bigger baby. I need to make sure that I've changed the buttons on the front of the carrier. So when you're using a facing in position, you use the outer buttons. When you're using a facing out position, you use the inner buttons. So you can see there we've got the two buttons. I've changed this one, I'm just going to change this one. So I'm going to undo and put it onto the inner button. There we go. So if I hold the carrier upside down in front of me with the outside of the carrier against my body, I can tilt the waistband in towards me, bring the lumbar pad behind me, take the buckle through the safety elastic and clip it in. Now, making sure that the carrier is square in front of me, I can then pull on the straps at the back to make sure that that lumbar pad ends up in the middle of my back. Okay, now I need my baby. So here's my baby. I'm going to hold my baby in front of me and I'm going to get hold of the panel and bring it up between her legs and pop the straps over my shoulders. Okay. Now, I'm crossing the straps behind me purely because that's how I prefer this carrier. If you're using straight straps, then I do have a video on how to do the straight strapped version of the Omni. I'm crossing the straps. So whilst I'm supporting my baby, I'm going to take my free hand through the small of my back and get hold of the opposite strap. I'm going to pull that to the floor to anchor it on the bony part of my shoulder, and then I'm going to bring it round. I'm going to put it, excuse me baby, move your arm out of the way. I'm going to put the buckle through the safety elastic and clip it in. And then pulling the extra webbing out. There we go. And then I can tighten by pulling backwards. Same on the other side. So support the baby, take my free hand through the small of my back, get hold of the opposite strap, pull to the floor first, and that anchors it on the bony part of my shoulder. Keep that tension on, bring it round. Oh, excuse me baby. Woo. Get that buckle through the safety elastic. If you had muscle tone, baby, you could move your arm out of the way, couldn't you? But never mind. And then I'm going to put it into the clip. There we go. Pull the excess webbing through the safety elastic and then tighten by pulling backwards. If I need to, I can support baby's weight as I pull backwards, and that takes the baby's weight off the carrier as I'm trying to tighten it. Always pull back in the direction that the webbing has come from. The webbing's come behind me, from behind me towards the buckle. I need to pull back in that direction. There's no point pulling up or down or forwards, it's not going to do anything. I need to pull it back in the direction that the webbing has come from. Okay, lastly, I'm going to take the baby's thighs and I'm just going to lift up and tilt their pelvis out a bit, and what that does is that leans the baby back into me, makes it a bit more comfortable on me because the baby's not pulling forwards, they're leaning their weight back into me. So the baby's sat in the carrier with their knees higher than their bottom. They're in a nice seated position. This baby is a little bit short for this carrier in this position. I would need her to be a little bit taller to be safe in this carrier. But there we go. This is the biggest demo doll I've got. So the same TICS safety guidelines apply. So the baby is held as tightly as I would be holding her if I was using my arms. If I put my hand on her head and lean forward, I will not feel her body pull away from me at all. She's close enough to kiss, her airways are open, she's not got her face covered in fabric. She's nice and comfortably held there. So again, 15 to 20 minutes. If there's any danger that she's going to fall asleep, she would need to face me. To take the baby out, I'm going to support her weight and I'm going to undo the buckle at the side. With the Omni, it's a lift and squeeze. So let's see if I can show you on this side. So squeeze the buckle and lift that centerpiece. There we go. Flip it out through the safety elastic and then I can take that off and lift the baby clear. There we go. I hope that helped. If you'd like to borrow one of our Omnis, you can find them at southlondenslings.myturn.com. If you'd like more information about the Sling Library or how to book into an advice session or book a private consultation, you can find that information at southlondenslings.co.uk. Thank you very much. Bye.